welcome back to the show. So retinol, what is it and where do we even begin to think about incorporating it into our skincare regime? Well, skin health expert and facialist Sherna Malone joins us now with the beginner guide to retinoids. So you've got all the answers,
I have
Sherna.
all the answers.
Thankfully. So when and how and how do we start doing it and why?
Well, I suppose retinol is quite the skincare buzzword, and due to the fact it's widely regarded as one of the most effective topical treatments for skin. And, you know, for me, there's no facet of skin that doesn't improve or benefit from the use of a retinoid. We sometimes get confused because we use the word retinol and we use the word retinoid, and then sometimes there's retinaldehyde and a whole load of or words.
Is it ultimately the same thing?
Basically, retinoids are a category or family of skincare ingredients derived from vitamin A.
Okay.
And they are loved by skincare specialists, dermatologists, because they have such an impact on skin once used properly. And there's a huge body of evidence to support just how well, they work. And, for me, it's very much a case of if you're not using a retinoid, you probably should. But the difference lies within the strength. So if you have, as I said, you've retinoids at the top and then you've the members of this family.
Okay.
Retinol happens to be one of them. Retinol palmitate would be another one. Gran-active retinoid. So as I said, all of these words, and they're members of this retinoid family.
So if you're not using it, and you want to start, there's a rule book that you're going to go through in a moment. I suppose I should first ask you, are there certain people who shouldn't be using it? Can we all use it?
Well, generally speaking, we can, and there's a retinoid to suit most skin types. But, I mean, again, formulations have come on so much. So sometimes when you're using it, initially, there can be a little bit of dryness, a little bit of, irritation sometimes. But as I said, formulations are so well advanced, that doesn't happen too often. But if you can get used to them, the benefits are just, they're so good. I mean, they improve cell turnover, so you get this lovely improvement in the texture of skin and general luminosity, and they, improve keratinization, so they actually help to keep the pores unclogged. So great for your acne, blemish-prone skin types. Great for reversing the signs of sun damage. And also they switch on the little powerhouse cells in the fibroblasts in the dermis, so you're getting that lovely thickening of skin and reducing the fine lines and the wrinkles because it's increasing collagen and elastin and hyaluronic acid.
I'm currently not using it.
Okay.
And I probably should incorporate it into my skincare regime on some level, but it's because I'm breastfeeding, so I don't know if it's safe or not.
Yeah, well, that's it. So getting back then to, is it suitable? So while it has all of these amazing benefits, it is suitable, but there are always exceptions, okay? So example, like you said, if you're pregnant or nursing, it's advised not to use them. But there are alternatives, so, you don't need to be, concerned about that.
So I don't need to look this tired all the time. I can't help myself in some way.
I have lots of ideas for you today.
Oh, brilliant. Yeah. I'm so glad you're here.
And the other thing is, if you have any active rosacea or eczema, again, probably advised not to. But the rule book, or I suppose how I get my own clients to manage their retinol journey as best they can, it's quite simple. First and foremost, start low and slow. So all of those different types of retinoids, they're different strengths. So you're better off going in at a very low strength, twice a week for maybe 2 to 3 weeks, and then you build up to 3 nights a week, 4 nights a week. So ultimately you want to, increase the frequency of your usage.
Is it because there's a tingle? Is it that you kind of, or is it just your skin getting used to it in general and the dryness?
It's just your skin getting used to it. So I always say low and slow. It's a marathon, not a race. And if you, as I said, want to, get all of these benefits, you're better off starting slowly, because if you don't, there can be, as I said, this irritation. Also, what's important is the dose, and I always say a pea-sized amount, and not 2 or 3 peas, literally a pea. Okay, a pea. Some of them now, actually, the pumps, they will dispense the correct amount of product.
Oh, that's handy.
So there's no confusion.
No thinking involved.
No
I
thinking
like it.
involved.
And we want to go through these as well. So
Yeah.
feel free, if there's more rules, please keep telling me and tell me about these as well as you go.
Well, I suppose the thing is, and I think we have a graphic, I call this the 13 dot technique. So when it comes to the application, you do want to make sure that it's evenly distributed. So I like to put 3 dots onto the forehead, 3 to each cheek, on the nose, 2 on the nose and 2 on the chin. And blend into your skin. Be mindful of the corners of the nose and the corners of the mouth. And then if you feel that you might be, you know, somewhat dry, or if you're concerned, there's always the opportunity to put your moisturizer on first. And we call that buffering, Sinead.
Oh, yes, okay.
Yeah, so you might have heard that term. So generally I would cleanse, apply my retinol and then apply my moisturizer, but you can do it the other way around.
That's good to know as well, just in case.
Yeah.
But I don't want you to leave without telling me about these particular products you brought in today.
We have
Sharon.
a lovely selection here today. This one here is from Irish skincare brand Reform, and this is a lovely cream formulation that is going to work wonders on the fine lines and wrinkles, uneven skin tone, pigmentation, acne, blemishes, and it's formulated with some ceramides, some cucumber, some aloe vera, and also there's 10% vitamin E in there to really nourish the skin, and has lovely antioxidant properties as well. A lovely one starting off, and a lovely one if you have sensitive skin as well, because it uses retinol palmitate.
That's good to know.
Yeah, really lovely one. Again, another Irish skincare brand. This is Bloom.
Oh, the Irish.
Yeah. And this is their Avocado Silk Sleep Mask. So this is basically...
Can I open it and have a smell?
Oh, you can.
Can I?
Please do. It's lovely green colour. And this is working while you sleep. So it's formulated with avocado oil and extract, retinol and hyaluronic acid. So you literally apply a thin layer after cleansing, and it's also got some lovely hydrating and nourishing ingredients in there too. There's a little bit of aloe vera, a little bit of citric acid.
Something thick as
Yeah,
well.
so basically for tired, you know, dull skin, and you want to smooth out those fine lines and wrinkles, this is a lovely one, and you wake up with hydrated, replenished, lovely,
a new
supple
person.
skin. A new person. We all love it. And lastly then we have Ren. Now we talked about if you're pregnant or breastfeeding, there's alternatives. So this is Ren's clinically proven healthy aging serum, and this is using their plant-derived retinol alternative.
Okay.
And it's called Biden's Pilosa. It's a bioactive, and it has retinol mirroring benefits. So they've combined...
So it does all the goodness without actually having it technically in it.
Exactly.
Ah, okay.
So they've also combined it with ceramides, great for your skin barrier, for giving hydration to the skin. There's also niacinamide, and I've spoken about niacinamide many times, and it's a fantastic ingredient. It's vitamin B3, so it's going to help improve dullness, smooth out again the lines and the wrinkles, lovely antioxidant properties. So all in all, you're just going to get lovely improvement in elasticity, firmness, again, brightness.
You're literally
in 7 days.
You're going to look like a new woman.
Clinically proven. So
Sharon,
a lovely
thanks
selection.
so much. Brilliant selection. Incredibly useful information, certainly for someone like me who feels like I need to shed this skin like a snake and just coming back like a new woman. Thank you so much for your time and for all the info. It's
so welcome.
much
You're so
appreciated.
welcome.
I've learned a lot. I'm sure you have as well. For more information and on the content, everything we've just talked about, do check out our Facebook and Instagram pages at RTE Today. Dahi.